Welcome to PM Movie Recaps. Today's pick is a horror and thriller of 2020, Alone. If you're ready, let's enjoy the video. A young man is recording a video log on his laptop saying goodbye right before he is about to hang himself in his apartment. The young man is Aiden. 42 days before his suicide attempt, he was living a peaceful life awaking from a tryst with a random girl. He strangely heard a commotion outside, as well as the sound of people banging on the door. When he turned on the TV, he was confused because he saw an emergency broadcast appeared. At the same time, he even heard chaos outside his apartment. As Eden exited to the balcony, he saw a helicopter that was out of control and crashed into one of the buildings. He also noticed there were people running in fear below his apartment. Eden was panicking and was suddenly approached by someone who entered his apartment who turned out to be his neighbor. His neighbor told him to hide before he rushed to the toilet. Eden found it strange when he noticed a bite mark on the back of his neighbor's neck. After that, the whole city began to know about the outbreak. The zombie outbreak news was being shown on TV at the time. According to the news, the zombie virus would be spread by blood from scratches and bites. Plus, a person infected with a zombie virus will bleed in the eye, scream and engaged in cannibalism. Aiden then became suspicious of his neighbor when he noticed his neighbor's eyes were beginning to turn red and he immediately chased him away. On the news, Aiden learns the virus is transferred by bite and scratching. The symptoms of being infected include bleeding eyes, rage, cannibalism, inhuman screaming, and repeating the last words said before turning. The news reports that the screamers are aware of what they're doing but cannot stop themselves. Their repeated use of their last words is an attempt to plead for someone to stop them. Aiden tries contacting his family, but the signal is not working on his phone. He can receive the text messages his dad sent him, informing Aiden that his sister got away but is out of contact. He and Aiden's mom are trying to reach Aiden but are having trouble with the outbreak. The last message is for Aiden to stay alive and not leave his home till they arrive. Aiden follows his dad's orders and isolates himself in the apartment. Over time he tallies the days that pass on his bathroom mirror, keeps video logs on his laptop, and tries to keep himself entertained. Eventually, he begins to run out of food, the water in his building is cut off, and he begins to hallucinate about his parents. He receives his first real threat when a screamer breaks into his home using the air ducts connecting the rooms. He fights the screamer off with a baseball bat and dumps the body off his balcony while sealing the vent the screamer crashed through. He receives a voicemail finally from his mother. His emotional state takes a turn for the worst when he listens and learns that his parents died while hiding from screamers. Aiden suffers an emotional breakdown and falls into despair. Having no hope left, he attempts suicide, calling back to the opening of the story when he recorded his last video log. The moment he readies to hang himself, he sees a woman on a balcony across his, a normal human woman. He gives up his suicide attempt and now has found renewed hope. He contacts her the next morning using pre-made cue cards and learns her name is Eva. The two strike up a friendship, with Aiden offering his reserved bottled water for her. He later gets Brandon's keys and grabs the remaining food and rock climbing gear to help Eva, even finding radios for them to communicate. Aiden and Eva bond more and decide for Eva to escape to Aiden's room. He first travels the air ducts to find more supplies for them to wait it out. Aiden hits jackpot when he enters a room stocked with food, but Eva warns him to leave as the room is barricaded with no one inside, signaling it may be a trap. Aiden is surprised by Edward, an older survivor who entered the room before Aiden after the original tenant killed himself. Edward and Aiden have a conversation about the situation and different philosophies about life after death till Edward hits Aiden with his bat when his guard is down. Edward ties Aiden up in the bedroom to be a sacrifice for his wife who turned. Aiden is saved when Eva calls the radio distracting Edward for Aiden to escape and feed Edward to his wife. He grabs his belongings and runs to his room. He drops from his balcony to the ground using a makeshift rope of bed sheets, fights off screamers, and makes it to Eva. They both fight to return to Aiden's apartment, with Eva entering the room first while Aiden fights off a screamer. He returns covered in blood but believes he's been infected when a mark on his shirt is revealed. He goes to jump to his death, so he won't turn and kill Eva. Eva pleads for him not to leave her. After removing his shirt, they are both overjoyed to see there is no bite and Aiden won't turn. They run to Aiden's door to hold the refrigerator back against it, stopping the screamers from entering. They promise to survive together till the end. Thank you for watching, but before leaving please make sure that you click subscribe and turn on the notification so that you can enjoy watching more videos like this.